How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Hiveswap. I'm still building up to this insane trial. I'm realizing I could maybe give Gorgor my yummy snacks or something. You know, I feel like I have more food to give and he might have more evidence. Still plenty of information to go around. Have you anything else to tickle my fancy? What about this useful piece of string? No. This key to the attic of my house. Cat claw on the carpet. What's an attic? What's a house? What's a key? You should know at least what a key is, right? Bronya gave us a key. Here's some fluffy stuff from the bottom of my pocket. Tempting, but I don't think so. Well, if you see anything in all my stuff here that you want, then let me see. Nah, I don't think you have anything else I want. Oh, come on. I'm afraid that I'm exceeding the agreed upon hourly schedule of my retainer. If you would like to continue this interaction, I will have no choice but to up my fee to the customary time-and-a-half overtime rate. Sign here to acknowledge your consent to these higher rates. I really thought you would want the yummy bums, or whatever they're called. I truly don't remember. I think I've talked to everyone as many times as possible. I think I've fully milked it all. Finished your discovery, Grubbo? What do you think so far? I guess I would kind of like your opinion. Let's talk through it. You discovered the book Fresh Teeth was smuggled onto the train. Wanchi found it initially, Bronya locked it away, and then somebody broke into her locker and stole it. They tore some stuff out and hid it in the load gapper. You have a security grub that places certain trolls in certain places at certain times. You also have a bunch of extraneous bullshit items that may or may not come into play, maybe. I don't think that nail file or that magazine or anything will matter. You're trying to figure out who stole the book from the locker and defaced it. There's so much going on. You would at least give us a hint. Yeah, give us a hint to solve this crime. That's not really how the law works, Xefros. I guess I can say this. There's more going on with this case than it seems. The thief might not be the real wrongdoer here. Somebody's got something to hide. Probably whoever brought the book on in the first place. Rip the secrets from their blood pushers like the fiercest of legislators. Yeah. There was one other thing about the book. Fill me in on that. So we think that the book was technically stolen twice? It was taken from Bronya's locker, obviously, but somebody had to steal it out of their library in the first place in order to get it on the train. We might be dealing with two different thieves here. While the initial theft, that is a chilling mystery, I'm sure would enrapture the court, there's not much to be done about it. You need evidence, a suspect, a timeline. You need to put on a show. You can't do shit about it with what you've got now. Focus on who stole the book from the locker, okay? Well, it seems like that broken action figure would be important if I had it, you know? Like it could be a way of showing someone who's already duplicitous in some very specific way that they happen to smash that up and attempt to hide the evidence. I'm just gonna start showing more random crap to people. He sneers. Guess he doesn't like pop music. People who poop. You don't want him to think you're some sort of deviant. Alright, I guess I'll tune back in if anyone responds to anything. Why would you think I wanted to look at that? I was showing her the magazine. The odd random thing does spark an interaction where someone's like, no, I don't care. And that's as far as I've gotten. Basically, everyone has something to say about the magazine, but, you know, none of it's useful because it's a pop band magazine. It's not evidence. I never got into these lockers. I kind of feel like there might be something important in there. I also think it's weird that I didn't look at literally everyone's footage from the security grub. Most people, like no one, basically no one had anything to say about that whatsoever, so it was really nothing to be said. I really like don't have things left to do, but I also very, very much feel like I don't have enough evidence for anything. I guess I am just starting the trial. That was like a waste of 5 minutes basically. Finished discovery? I think so. I see nothing else I could do. So you want to start it right now? There might be something you've missed, but it's up to you. I have talked to everyone so many times. There's nothing else I can do. I'm sure. Okay, let's get everyone in the ready position. I'm gonna fail this. Whoa! Okay, is this a thing? That what we're seeing as the trolls is just a simplistic version of them? I thought that's just how they looked. Ayo, welcome to the trial of little Daria What's-Her-Fucket. The prosecution is prepped and ready, your honorable tyranny. The prosecution will now show the court that Daria Junjet stole filthy rainbow drinker contraband from the trade lockers, defiled it, and acted like a degenerate criminal just in general. The prosecution will now call to the stand their first witness. Whoa, slow the F down, Speedy McGee. You haven't given these itty-bitty low-bloods an opportunity to get a word in. Oh, of course, Your Honor. How rude of me. Ha ha. Hey, Joe, who you calling up as your first witness? Me? Oh, it's interesting to, like, get a better look at these characters for a change. Yes, you're deaf. Yes, are you deaf? Quick, you're holding up the court. Wait, that's not Xefros. Right? No, it's Super not. Who the hell is this? What? This will set the whole tone of the trial. It's a big decision. TCS, what do you think? Ah, there we go. Okay, yes, that makes sense. The drinking out of the mug and everything. Whoa, oh my goodness, that was just... It's weird to see the characters so differently. This is your show. My role is merely, advisory. This is like the Cheshire Cat, or no, the cat, is it the caterpillar in Alice in Wonderland who talks like that? Okay, how about, none of these are gonna, like, I have no case to make here, this is absurd. You gathered Tyrone wants to become a historical revisionist, someone who censors stuff. Anyway, this means she's probably going to be a big fat liar most of the time. Tyrone originally found the book in the bathroom with all the naughty pages ripped out. So it kind of seems like she probably might have been the one who ripped it out, you know? It's easy to blame her. Her main goal, she had it in the locker. Someone broke into it and stole it, but she had all the naughty pages in her locker. He reminds you of high art male models on the cover of magazines you don't read. He's been nothing but rude to all of us. You'd be happy never having to talk to this weirdo again, but a trial's a trial. Tagiri seems like the kid who wants to look cool as possible at all times. You could just put him on the stand and have him get accused, you know? They're the youngest, and she only wants the Jade Blood, who seems optimistic about the silly trial. They seem like they're on the verge of snapping. It's a little intimidating. She looks up to Bronya and would do anything to impress her. She's the one who started the trial by accusing Daria. So we're dealing with a you smelt it, you dealt it sort of situation there. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's so many additional people here to factor in. Tagora's a money-hungry guy who doesn't make much sense to you since you think money isn't used all that much. Security tape shows they're innocent. They're helping you out with the trial. Probably not a great idea to accuse them. Marvis is the judge. Probably shouldn't accuse them. Stelsa is your rival lacerator acting as the prosecution on behalf of the Jades. She's trying to prove Daria guilty, and you can't let her. Stelsa seems very nosy and spun up at the trial when the Jades probably could have sorted it out for themselves. Doesn't make sense to accuse them. Lanira, because she is trying to impress Bronya. Wanshi, because that made sense to me at one point. I forget why. Tagiri, because they might take the fall just trying to look cool. Lank, because he's a dick. Bronya, because they had the missing pages. Torona, because they're the one who found the book. I think we put you on the stand. You're probably the leading suspect at the moment. Blah blah. evidence. Tyrona. Eep. Nice choice. But you promised I wouldn't have to testify. I never actually said that. Don't worry, I won't ask you anything incriminating. Empress, give me strength. Time's a tickin'. Bunches? Bitches. Ugh, I'll talk. Look, I'm not really comfortable doing this. I prefer to work behind the scenes, if you know what I mean. Naturally. Like the great Tyrologian of the dire empiricist troll Thomas Hobbes once said, teal bloods are better never seen nor heard. That is how you know the empire is thriving. Efficiently. Hurrah! It's very Ace Attorney. Decisively, lethally. On the back of our invisible labor. But we're not here to talk about you. We are here to talk about the unfortunate melodramatic afflictions typical of our cloistered sisters. So stay on topic. Look, I don't know. I know what you think I saw. If you saw nothing, then you have nothing to lose by telling us the truth. Are you kidding? This is a courtroom. I have everything to lose by telling the truth. Like in my life. In normal circumstances, that's true. But we're running a little experiment here. An experiment? Yeah, a kinder, gentler make of trial. We're practicing a policy of innocent until proven guilty. That sounds almost blasphemous. We know how to have fun, don't we, your honorable tyranny? Yeah, no need to be afraid, buddy. Come and prove your innocence. Well, you see, it was a total accident that I found the missing pages. Not that I knew the pages were missing, that is. I mean, at the time, I didn't even know that the Jades were carrying around a forbidden book. I thought they were arguing about some silly romance novel. She found the book with the, that already had the pages missing. I don't think she found the missing pages. No, not that I overheard their argument. No, not explicitly. I'm not the kind of creep who would have just listened in on a private conversation on purpose or anything. I've just never seen one in real life before. I'm not a stalker. She seems so nervous. I bet she knows something important. There's a couple tools in the legislator's docket you can use for an effective trial. If the witness says something suspicious, confusing, or just plain weird, you can press them for more info. Or if the witness makes a statement you can dispute with concrete evidence, you can present that evidence to the court. But you gotta put some thought into your evidence you're presenting. If you present something that has nothing to do with the case, you'll just piss off the court. And it won't work if you present the evidence on the wrong statement either. Mess it up too much and you'll bore his honorable tyranny and the trial gets thrown out. So if you ever get stuck, just press the hint button and I'll help you out. Wow, that sounds pretty exciting. I'll give it a shot. Okay, Tyrona, take it from the top. Well, you see, it was a total accident that I found the missing pages. An accident, you say? Not that I know that the pages were missing, that is. I mean, at the time I didn't even know that the Jades were carrying around forbidden press. So you're saying that the book is forbidden? Blam! Objection! What now? His honorable tyranny, the court would like to submit that the defense is stalling for time. This is a tactic subject to immediate mistrial and potential culling under Article in the Intergalactic Imperial Doctrine of Internal Protocol. Only if you get caught. I'm not stalling, I'm just still not clear on why the book is banned. I read the ripped up pages and they're not any racier than the stuff my babysitter leaves around the house sometimes. Oh no, dear, don't tell me you actually read excerpts of the nasty Rainbow Drinker fantasy. Your honorable tyranny, this is outright hearsay. This cannot be allowed to stand. Actually, according to Article Subject 4, 6.26, Subject 4 of the Troll Magna Carta, it's absolutely permitted for anyone involved in a trial of this nature to view subversive content for purposes of legal clarification. Wow. I got a heck of a lawyer on my side. Legislator. Oh my god. Wow. Are you absolutely sure of that, darling? Yeah, of course I am. But I also could just be making up numbers off the top of my head, and you'd never know. Like I said, it's only against the law if you get caught. That's what makes it so fun. You will be the end of me, I swear. Not that I overheard their arguments. No, not explicitly. I'm not the kind of creep who would just listen in on a private conversation for anything. I'm not a stalker. Well, you're being crazy nervous again. I'm pressing you on that as well. Never called you a stalker. Of course not. I just meant that a stalker is what you would call me. If that turned out I've been doing something creepy like following around a bunch of strangers, I met on a train. Xefros, does she sound more nervous than usual to you? Maybe we should try presenting some evidence. Good idea. Let's think carefully about this. What's something that only the Jades had on them someone would find embarrassing to be caught with? Well, you see, it's a total accident that I found the missing pages. When am I supposed to present the, like, I can cycle back and forth between this? I can't press you on it again. I could present the missing pages. I had nail polish. I don't know what any of that is. Neither of those are familiar to me whatsoever. Don't know. What did the Jades have to be embarrassed about? Well, the Pop magazine, I guess. The broken thing. This is Lanira's locker. It's a magazine about a bunch of boy bands. One of the boys is a male Jade blood, which are apparently very rare. Heck, if I know, I don't... This seems stupid, but take this! You know what this is? What? I've never seen anything like that before in my life. You've never seen a magazine? That's right. And there's nothing you can do to prove that I have. It's not like you can mind control me. She's obviously lying. What do I do? She just told you. Use mind control. The thing we don't have? Most legislators lack psychic powers, and we still get the job done. That's the thing. Mind control isn't magic. It's simply the art of using TK to trigger chemical responses in the victim's brain. The same chemicals can easily be hijacked with words instead. You figure out the motive. Now bring home the intent. I've never seen a magazine before in my life. And there's nothing you can do to prove that I have. You can't even mind control me into saying anything otherwise. Face it, low blood, you've got nothing on me. She's kind of right. Unless she tells the truth, we don't have anything. We have more than you think. You talked to all these assholes before the trial, too. Use your memory. I'll bet that all of them told you something they shouldn't have. Wait. Xefros. Didn't she say something before about having never seen one in real life earlier? I think it's safe to say she didn't actually mean a magazine. Is it really that unusual for Jades to leave their caves? I mean, for the cloistered ones, yeah, but there are non-cloistered Jades too. So she was talking about something else. I wonder what she meant. I've never seen a magazine before in my life. And there's nothing you can do to prove that I have. What else? What could I possibly present? I'd never seen one before in my life. Could easily be the missing pages instead. The broken toy? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Wait, I still have timeline. Oh, my timeline is terrible. That's all I've assembled? Oh, nuts. That doesn't seem very good, does it? Key, missing pages, nail file, the magazine, the nail polish, soldier pure beast book. Okay, I forgot about that thing. Bronya itinerary, letting you borrow her chalkboard where she lists all the activities the Jades had planned for their trip. It starts with the accountability buddy assignments where the Jades are paired up with each other. Dang. Okay. I'm not seeing anything useful here. The magazine was in Lanira's locker. So do I present Nira? I don't know if that makes sense. You're trying to trick me. It won't work. You can't mind control me into saying otherwise. Nothing. Yeah, I'm stuck. Never seen a magazine. I feel like I already did press on that. Is it possible you've never seen a magazine? Yes, now that the subject has been so disruptively slapped on the table like this, I must concur. Magazines are very common objects. I find it especially strange that a hopeful recruit to the terrible order of prospective editors is so ignorant about the history of regurgitated tree pulp media, which, like paper, which we all know was once the cornerstone of our cast's power base. Yes, I know all about the grand old days when the teal bloods had to pulp the paper, the crates, and the historical record were all our mouths. Why are you all being so perceptivist and literal? I was obviously being facetious. Lamau, why would you ever try to be facetious in front of a room full of teals? On the stand, a flippant exaggeration can be the deciding factor in a guilty verdict. Maybe. You want to rephrase your statement? Okay, fine. I do have some knowledge regarding the existence of magazines, but I've never seen that one. And there's nothing you can do to prove that I have. You can't even mind control me. Ugh. Well, so we're just back to exactly where we were. I think I need a hint here. Why don't you try presenting on her statement right here? Okay, fine. I do have some knowledge regarding the existence of magazines. I'm supposed to present that particular person? What's the holdup? Do you think I'm on the right track? I think that what's going on here is extremely obvious. Of course you do. I've never had to be a legislacerator before. Look, think about it logically. There's only a limited number of reasons Tyrona wouldn't want the magazine. Should be easy to narrow them down. Tyrona was reminded of something, reminded of someone needed to wipe with. Reminded of something, of someone. It like a boy band. Does that, or like a pop band, does that count as reminding you of something or someone? Is a band like someone? Like a band is a thing, right? But like it's comprised of people. So I'm gonna stuck on that. It reminded you of someone. Great. Who was she reminded of? Oh shit! I can't look at the magazine again. Well, it's a Jade magazine, so it's got to be one of the Jade. I wish this was like colored Jade or something to show who was which. I think at this point I know which is which. Just would certainly help with keeping it all straight. Baronia. He reminds you of a high art male model on the covers of magazines. Right? Yeah? And there was a whole thing about male Jades are uncommon. Yes? Oh, I think I get it now. I told you it was obvious. Oh, so does that mean I'm on the right track? You know, don't you think Link looks like one of the boys on this cover? Just cut too quickly. You mean Actaeus? Aha! So you do know what the magazine is about. You were lying. Of course I was lying. Who doesn't know who Hatched to Dance are? Yes, have you not heard? They were hatched only to dance and are very good at it. H2D is the hottest group on the planet. In fact, they're so popular they've even already been pre-approved for cushy military positions. When they hit 9 sweeps, they can continue their music careers while serving the Empress. Well, except for... Oh, I've said too much. No, you haven't. Keep going. I don't want to believe it was true, but there's rumors that Actaeus is going to get cold soon. He's been dissing Trissa's selfies on Chitter, so she's gonna send bots after him at their next gig. It's not fair. There's rumors of that. You think he would catch wind himself and maybe be able to do something about it? Is this going somewhere? It's just that you see Actaeus is my bias. You're what? He's my bias. Everything is clear now. I just remember this guy's voice is obnoxious. I don't remember at all what I did. Arcteus is her waifu. I hate that word so much. That means he's her favorite. Yes, I see now. Just as a warrior cannot reveal his waifu except in true comrades or true rivals, a member of the H2D battalion cannot let their bias slip accidentally. To do so would be as foolish as baring your neck to an enemy. A male jade blood. You don't see one of those every day. So you were following Bronya and her friends around because Lank looks like your favorite singer? I mean, well, only a little bit. And I was hoping to get my hands on that magazine article for our self-torture scrapbook. But I saw Lanier confiscate it shortly after we boarded. None of this has anything to do with the missing pages, but at least it shows why she's being suspicious. I didn't want to get caught breaking into her locker, so when I saw somebody smuggle paper into the load gapper, I thought, I'd like to press you on that, please. You saw who stashed the pages in the bathroom? I didn't exactly see it per se. Per se. The threes threw me off really hard there. The train was under the mountain at the time. Wait, did we go through a tunnel? If we did, I guess it must have been when we were in the first car. Does that help the timeline at all? There's so many people, I couldn't see out the windows. If that's true, then we have an exact timeline for the crime, don't we? You're right. Thank you, Tyrone. Your testimony really helped us out. In that case, can I go now? Yeah, buddy. Scuttle along. Interesting. She was talking about her friend's party, right, Xefros? It sounds like Crydia's party is going to be a mess. But from what I know, Damek and Crydia have been up to, H2D drama is the last reason Trizza would have her place raided. Well, we have to focus on the trial right now, or we're going to be stuck in this car forever. I think it's time to talk to Little Miss Camp Counselor. Well chosen. Bronya, you're up next. Oh, so I only had to choose like the first person to talk to? If that's what you want, I already told you that I won't speak against my girls. And Lank. Yes, caste loyalty is a laudable attribute in any loyal subject of the Empire. However, in this case, silence may be more damning than any testimony you could give. What do you mean? I have in my hands a personal note grub, which happened to be running at the precise moment that your group's adorable little schism kicked up. Cliffhanger! I'm just kind of glancing at the time. Need a refill my water. The perfect time for a break. Just as things are getting interesting. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.